gotta tell you something.
Subliminal.
Okay, you know what I'm gonna do?
What?
I am. So you hear it here first. I am gonna actually get a tattoo of my crown. It's gonna go.
You've been talking about that.
I'm gonna put it underneath my lovable. It's gonna be like superimposed, and I want the crown because running my business and having Princess Paula is the one thing that's really made me feel valuable and seen and lovable. So I'm gonna brand myself.
Oh my gosh. When you go and do it, we need to record the experience.
No, because I hate tattoos. They hurt. I'll be crying.
Yeah, but I won't get your face. I'll just get your excitement. That needs to be an Are You like experience.
Are you getting a tattoo?
Welcome to Royally Unhinged, the podcast where we talk all things marketing, networking, and wizardry. I do that a lot. It's all the things that you needed to know and some of the things that you didn't know you needed to know. I am one of your podcast co-hosts, Tarah, with my other podcast co-host,
Princess B.
And together we are
Royally Unhinged. I do that everywhere I go. Like when I go speak places and when our slide shows up on my PowerPoint.
You do, but it's not right. So then this last time we were at Women in Business.
No, I go, Royally Unhinged.
I know. And then nobody's like,
I know. It's so funny because then I just stand there and go, oh, without Tarah, it just like goes out.
But this last time at Women in Business, we did it.
Yes.
And then I was like,
it was really, really
and
good.
Everyone was like, oh, okay. Yeah. So yeah, apparently it only works.
When you're there, can't do it all by myself. Guess what Paula's drinking?
Don't wanna be
Monster Beach Energy Drink. Which, fun fact, you cannot find them anywhere in an airport. It's like a super popular flavor, and yet it's not anywhere. You know what, Monster? If you would just listen to me, someday there's going to be just...
I don't think you guys understand how much that we've actually been really trying to work on getting a Monster.
I have hunted them down. I've reached out to them. And there will come a day, mark my words, whatever episode this is, season 2, episode... Mark my words, today. I'm documenting it for history. Monster, zoom in. There's going to be a time where your people are going to call me and you guys are going to be like, hey, would you be willing? I'm going to say, nope, that ship has sailed, Monster. Am I still drinking it? Yes, I am. Am I going to be sponsored? Probably. But first I'm going to have to be indignant about it because you took too long. Anyway, if you want to sponsor us, if you're not Monster and you want to sponsor us, we would love to have you sponsor our podcast.
We sure would. We have a lot of great special sponsorships. We have general sponsorships. We have special sponsorships. We have premier sponsorships. We have many sponsorships.
Whatever your price point is, there's a sponsorship for you.
True that.
And we'll come on location.
We will come on location. And we will talk about your business or whatever industry that you are in. We will tailor that topic to you. So if you are interested in sponsoring us, please go to our website, royallyunhinged.com.
Here's our website right here. It's superimposed right here.
It's right there. Yeah. So,
hey, Tarah.
Hey.
Also, we are going to have a merch store.
We are going to have a merch store. We're going to have a merch store with all of our season 2.
And maybe you're not in a place financially where you can sponsor us, or if it doesn't make sense to sponsor, but what you can do is wear clothing.
I hope you are.
Because going around naked is not always appreciated by everyone. So if you have to wear clothes with our logo on it.
Unless you're on a nude beach or getting in the shower.
And which you still could wear our clothes, our merch.
You could wear our merch. So that will be coming
We'll make flesh-colored.
It will just look like, it'll be a flesh-colored t-shirt, and then it's just going to look like it's a tattoo of our faces. It's going to look like our faces are tattooed on the shirt. Oh my God. Okay, so if you go to royallyunhinged.com, who knows when this episode's coming out? So hopefully, maybe now, if you go to royallyunhinged.com, there'll be a link to the merch store.
To the merch store, and we'll have like hats and hoodies and shirts and things. And when we have sayings like the bee's knees, or podcast word of the day, or my scope of smartness. I really need a shirt that says scope of smartness.
They're working on it, man. I have a list of things. So it's just going to keep coming.
I'm excited. And that's just a great way that you can support our podcast. Because if you're like, hey, I like those gals. They're kind of fun. But, just buy some merch.
I don't have monies to sponsor right now. Just buy the merch.
You know what? And don't even buy the merch because you're trying to, make us millionaires. Because let's be real. That's not good. But buy the merch to just help promote our fun little podcast. Because who knows? Maybe someday, I don't even know.
I don't know where you were going.
I was like, one day we're going to be so big that...
We're going to be so famous. We're going to
But that's not our, that's not our MO.
That's not our goal here. Our goal is to
helping
educate.
one person at a time. If
Create
it's
an
just you today,
experience.
listener, watcher, and you are the one. We do this just for you. Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I'm just finally finishing my coffee right now.
And the peach monster's kicking in. But don't come for me now, monster, because it's too late. Too late for you. I reached out to you, and you said no. And my feelings were, all right, what are we talking about today, Tarah?
Oh, we're going to talk about football.
Go Pack!
Go Pack, go.
Hey, I don't have no idea what her topic is, but I just have to say, when I first married my man, he's a huge football person. Did I know about football? No. Did he buy me a book called Football for Dummies? Yes.
Did you read it?
Yes. Did I read and study it? Because I love my man. I still have the book Football for Dummies because I was like, I married into a Packer family, like a Packer family.
Yep.
So I read it and learned it so that I could sit there like a good wifey and watch TV and know what was going on.
So fun fact about me. When I was in teenage years, for some reason, what was his name? Randall Johnson? No, something Johnson. There was a quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings.
Oh, and then I have no idea.
Okay, so I've never been one that has been super into football. Like, I'll watch it, but like when I was a kid, it was just like to just watch it. Like, I wasn't like super interested in it. Like, I didn't really care. Even though when I was in
when I
like
make faces because Tara's gonna screenshot this for the stupid
the
thumbnail. If you're listening,
that is what it's gonna be.
if you're listening, you don't truly appreciate.
What time was that at? We're 10 minutes in. Okay, 9 minutes in. That's the one that it is. I just have to remember.
Okay, you were watching Randy Johnson.
Oh, was it Randy
I
Johnson?
have no idea. You said Johnson.
I think you're right, though. I think it was Randy Johnson. So
Johnsonville Brats.
Oh my gosh. I just know his last name was Johnson, but he was a quarterback, and his number was 16, I believe, and that's my number. Like, that's my number. So I was, like, obsessed with, not, like, creepy obsessed, so, like, calm down, but I was, like, obsessed, and I had, like, all of his playing cards. Like, I had his jersey, even though, like, I didn't really care about football. Anyways, so then, like, time went on, and then I got really into the Minnesota Wild. Like, I have...
They're not football.
No, I know.
Okay.
I have... Like, I got really into hockey. I had a Wild bar at our old house.
Do you know that 3 of the players are from my hometown of Thunder Bay, Ontario? The Stahl brothers?
Oh, yeah.
They all come from my little hometown.
Canada's great for hockey players, just saying.
All American teams are full of Canadian hockey players.
That's true. Well,
so you're into the
even
Wild.
from like Russia, like Norway and Sweden,
just Canada.
like none of them are from the. Anyways, okay, that's a whole other thing. But I was kind of on and off like with football, like Super Bowl stuff, like that was great. So when I married my husband, I wasn't like specifically one fan of like one team or something, so I didn't really care. Hubby though, from Wisconsin, he is a huge...
Is he really?
Yes.
I did not know this.
Yes, he's from Wisconsin.
No wonder I like him.
So
He's a good human.
He's a super big Packer fan.
As he should be.
Yes. So
you're a mixed marriage?
So
no.
But I adopted like being a Packer fan. Like
good job. Okay, no, we're back on track.
Like I just I'm go Pack go.
Yes.
And I will
like
just
this
say
episode.
The first Viking game this year, the first regular season game, JJ McCarthy, he's new, he's like a rookie. He came out swinging, and it was the best game I've ever watched. And I was like, okay, I'm going to start following the Vikings.
This is a very emotional podcast so far. I like it. I don't like it. I like it. Pinole.
I see. I'll just watch football. Like I don't have a team.
Okay,
Like
well,
I will
that's
support.
the problem.
I will.
Whoever's on TV.
I will constantly support the Packers.
You're wishy-washy?
I wear Packer stuff the day
right.
of. So as
But
soon
you
as we're
also
done
wear Viking
recording-
stuff?
No.
Okay.
But as soon as we're done with this, I will go put on my Packers sweatshirt because it is a Sunday. And it's actually not even my sweatshirt, it's my husband's. But
I have a question.
yes.
Well, actually, a segue real quick, because you were just talking about the Wild and some sports teams. And did you know, I don't know when this is airing, but did you know that the Cottage Grove area women in business are having a summit? And part of their summit this year on November 13th
Are they?
is they are having a panel of women in professional sports.
No way.
Such as the Minnesota Wild and
The Vikings.
Minnesota
United.
And isn't there one more?
Lynx and Timberwolves.
Good golly. So if you are a sporty kind of gal, and even if you're not, if you want to hear some powerhouse women who are working with these amazing professional sports teams and what it's like and all the things, you should come to our summit because I think there's just a couple of tickets left. Just a couple of tickets left.
Just a few. And we sold out last year. So
It's going to be so good. Okay, so we're going to keep going because here's what's really fun about this. This is why you should always subscribe, like and subscribe to our podcast, because just like you have no idea what it's going to be today, neither do I. And that's what's super fun. We're all finding out at the same time.
So as time went on, I'm kind of like Packer fan or whatever. Now, like whatever. Okay, that's a whole other topic. I watch football now because my husband does fantasy football stuff all the time. He's part of 2 different leagues, so of course we have to watch football all the time. And the girls actually kind of like watching football too. So like it's just
Guys in
like a
tight pants.
family. Like, okay, they're too young for that.
Oh yeah. Sorry, that's me.
So anyways, so we were watching Thursday night football. I don't even remember who was playing.
Clearly
It was not a good game.
doesn't matter.
Actually, no, it was the Vikings. It was the game that was really, really bad. Like, they got annihilated. Like, it was bad.
Yes.
And
Sorry,
everyone's
I
just
better not do
looking
that.
at JJ McCarthy, and this is why I'm bringing JJ up, because he just powerhoused that first game, and then he had a kid, like, a week later, and then he got an injury, so he's been out.
Oh.
So, but he was on the sidelines, like, ready to go in, and Carson Wentz, like, I'm sorry, if you don't know football.
She might as well just been saying, and Dumbledore and Boogity Bloggity went in. I'm like, oh.
But the Viking, it was just a bad game. Anyways, so here's to my point. We were sitting there watching the game, and I'm looking at the score thing down at the very bottom.
Okay.
And it had the score. And then in the middle, it has, the time. How much time is left in the quarter.
Right.
But then right next to it, it said TNF. Just regular font, like Arial bold font. It
Only
just
a
said,
branding person would be like, it was Courier times New Roman 14 font.
Courier times New Roman. That's 2 different fonts.
I know. But I'm like, only you would be like, I think it was an Arial 14 point.
Oh, I have to tell you another thing. Because I just had
Dork.
somebody email me and they're like, hey, we had this PowerPoint from last year. Since it's kind of the same colors, or this year's kind of the same colors as last year, do you think if we just update what we had from last year, do you think anyone will notice, or will only Tarah notice? And I'm like, only I will notice. That's just me. Anyways. But no, it said TNF. And I was like, TNF, like, what is that? Like, what's TNF? Is it like
someone somewhere right now is yelling at their phone or
they
their
are.
car.
I know you are. But here's the thing.
I could guess.
Like, I'm watching
TNF.
it, and it took me a very hot minute to figure out what it was.
Totally not fun.
Me trying to figure out what it was not fun at all. Like, it was really
Something
irritating me.
football. Thursday night football.
But here's my point.
That's dumb. Like,
but it wasn't like branded to the Thursday night football, because Thursday night football has a brand. Like, it has it's got a logo, it's got their intro stuff, like, it's got its own brand. So the fact that it just said TNF in like the most basic font ever, like, it didn't even pull the letters from
interesting.
the actual brand. So I'm like, what? I thought it was so...
Well, and you would think too that if they're doing something like that, so that, let's say, do people still record things? Do people still record games? How do people
TiVo?
record?
Like
Yeah.
DVR? Is that it?
Or if you were
DVR?
going to go back and watch it. So let's say you weren't watching it Thursday and you're not going to watch it till Friday because you work like the late shift, the third shift, the night shift. On the night shift, whatever shift. Can't watch it Thursday night. So is it so that if you're watching it at a different time? Okay, I have so many questions now, Tara. This just got me thinking. How do you watch something later now? We don't have VCRs that we record.
So I will say, because with some of the games, you can only watch the games on Peacock, or you can only watch the games. So like you're gonna be able to watch all the time. I know with the ones that are in like
That's what I'm saying. Like on Friday, I can just go and pull up the game.
Yeah,
from
like
Thursday
on
and it's
Amazon
there.
Prime, like the previous game that played, like that's how, like if we did want to rewatch a game, like we can go.
Well, then
back
that's why you
in
have to have that on so you know which game you're watching. If that's on there, you know if it's MNF, Monday Night Football,
Yes.
or if it's TNF.
But each one even has its own brand because different networks broadcast each one. So like, I don't know which one does Monday night specifically. It might be NBC, but like Thursday Night Football, like that one last year, I don't know if it was on this year, but last year that was a Prime, that was an Amazon broadcast.
Interesting.
So like each one of these TV broadcast stations have like their own, and then like Sunday football, like you can get that on regular TV, but Sunday night football you have to watch on Peacock, I think. Like you can't unless you have like cable.
There's too many services, Tara. There's too. Let's go back to the old days where there was CBS, NBC, and ABC. And there was just 3 choices. There's
Now
too
you
much.
have Hulu. Now you have
Prime,
Paramount,
Netflix,
Netflix,
HBO
HBO
Max,
Max,
Apple TV.
Fandango. There's another Fibo.
Like,
Fibo.
there's so much, and even with all of that, there's nothing to watch.
But here's the thing, because it's so difficult, like branding wise. Okay, let's bring it back to the TNF thing on here. It wasn't branded specifically. So me being a non-football person, and I'm sorry, a lot of you who watch football all the time, you probably knew exactly what that was. But me just sitting there looking at that, me being brand associated, because that's how my mind works, I was like, I have no idea what this is. So then it just made me think, like, was this a good marketing? Like, was this a good choice of that little space that was on there? Like, and then,
oh, she touched me.
and then, this is why I thought it was really funny, because, okay, I'm going to try and pull it up and put a screenshot of it right here so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. So it had TNF, it had the time, and then it's a dark gray background of this little bar that has the score on it and all that stuff. And then on the right-hand side, really, really tiny, like really tiny, right next to the time, was the Prime logo.
Oh, interesting.
In blue, in like the weird blue color.
Yeah.
Against a dark gray background, so you could barely see it.
But it's subliminal.
But I'm like, what was
Subliminal,
the point of that?
It's subliminal. It's how they're programming us.
But it's so,
It's how
it
the
was
program
so,
conspiracy. You know.
but anyways, but you know the Amazon brand. You know that you know what the logo is.
Yep.
You know, well,
Do you
Prime,
know?
I should say Prime.
Do you know? I'm just gonna throw this out there. Did you know that if you look at the Amazon, how it has a little arrow underneath it?
It's a smiley face.
No, it's pointing from the A to the Z.
Oh, the A to Z, yeah.
We have everything from A to Z. Did you know that? That's the whole thing behind that logo.
There's a lot of hidden things, like even in the FedEx logo, like the little arrow between the, what is it? The E and the X?
Yeah, somewhere.
There's a little
there's, like,
arrow
meaning
that's
behind it.
between it. There's something with UPS too. There's something like there's all of these things, and it's all subliminal stuff.
Okay.
But it helps to recognize branding. So I'm bringing it back to TNF. It was just TNF. No idea what it was.
Well, I wonder if football-y people know that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I am not a football-y person, but I even asked my husband, who watches football all the time.
I'll have to ask my husband. My
And
kids.
he was like, I don't know. And then like it did like a fun little like movement graphic to like morph into the big logo when it was like going into commercial or something. So I was like, oh, it's Thursday Night Football.
Okay, can I segue? Can I go off the rails just for a moment?
Maybe.
Okay, I am anyway. Here we go.
Okay.
Here we go. Because this is what I think about a lot as a marketing branding consultant person in this space is It seems to me that it used to be like in days of old, like years
Ye
ago,
olde days.
in the days gone by, that you could become really big. Like you could be an Amazon, you could be like an Elvis. You know, like if I say the name Elvis, everybody
You know.
knows who Elvis is.
Prince, you know.
Right. And
Cher.
it really no, she's just naming all one Oprah. She's just naming one word people.
I am.
Okay, my point is, when it comes to really becoming famous now or marketing yourself, like Nike, if you say Nike, you know what Nike is. But nowadays, it's like there's little pockets of famous. That it doesn't seem like there's as many people who are globally famous anymore. It's so much harder because if I'm going to go watch TV tonight, I'm not just watching on ABC, NBC, CBS. When there was only 3 stations, you had a 1 in 3 chance of people seeing you, which is pretty good. Because if you have, let's say, 10 million people, that's 3 million people, possibly more, that are going to see you. Now that we have all of these channels, like if you go to watch TV tonight, I know that you're not just watching ABC, NBC, CBS, one of the 3. You could be watching Hulu, Peacock, Max, Disney, blah, 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 blah. No clue. So that just diluted the possibilities of being seen. So if I'm only on one of those networks, the chances of people seeing me, much smaller pocket of people.
Well, and then it kind of goes back to our whole, like, are you paying for the subscription for all of this? Because all of those are subscription based.
Right, but I'm saying about trying to get famous. So like, let's say you have a brand. Let's say you want to be famous. I think it's way, way harder to be world famous nowadays.
Yeah.
Because then that means you would have to be on all of those platforms.
And you have to have the money to be on all of those platforms.
Right.
Yeah.
Or trying to find your audience, like it's knowing your audience isn't just on ABC, NBC, or CBS. They could be anywhere. How do you get in front of them? That's so much harder that now you have to say like, okay, maybe instead of wanting to be world famous,
State famous.
Yeah, or
Not
kind
even
of
city famous.
I don't know. Like I think about this a lot because when I'm trying to help people market themselves and be found and find their customers, there's just so many places where people are and it's not possible to be on all of them.
No.
Realistically,
Unless you have unlimited funds, you're not going to be able to be on all of them. So that's why I think you choose, because then this goes back to like which social media platform, because I just had this conversation with a nonprofit that I'm on a committee for. They were like, oh, well, we have a Facebook, should we start an Instagram? And I was like, well, I'm going to ask you, first of all, why do you want to start an Instagram? And they're like, well, are we gonna? And I was like, okay, here's the deal. There's going to be a lot of other things that are on Instagram that could relate. A lot of other people that are on Instagram that could be your target demographic, but the majority of who you're trying to reach are families, not influencers, not unless you're trying to get an influencer to like come to your event or something. I don't know. So it's knowing your like top 3 avenues of where you know that you're going to be able to reach the people and just stick with those top 3 and not try and take over the world.
Yeah.
Like you have to know, and that's where it comes back to, finding a marketer, finding somebody like Paula or myself, like finding somebody who's in that realm of marketing that can do that research for you, that market research, and find where your clients are so that you can actually focus on those top 3 instead of trying to reach the masses. Because do you really want to try and reach the masses?
Well, some people might. They're like, I
might.
want to build their empire. They're like, I want to make millions of dollars. And you can do that. But sometimes it is maybe having something up on TikTok because you'll get if you have something that can be a product or a service that you can do across the country, like where you don't have to be in person.
Yep.
That might be really good. But it's now figuring out because there's just so much more that people are on and not on. Like maybe they're not looking at anything in their mailbox anymore. They're not like just the landscape has changed so much.
Well, and it keeps changing. So that's why people in the marketing realm, like we have to do a lot of training and like stay up on a lot of educational things, like what is out there, what's coming into play, like where is the industry going for just marketing in general? Like is our newspapers going away completely? Like there's still some local ones, like people still work with like Pioneer Press or Star Tribune, like they still work with them, but like is that like this is where your ROI comes into play. So knowing, like, trying all these different avenues, figuring out.
Because sometimes it works really well for people.
Sometimes
There are
it
some
does.
people who are like, you know, I've been doing radio ads
Yep.
and it's working great for them.
Yep.
And when you figure that out, it's like lock that in.
Yeah. Don't
But-
change that if you got that. But
Yeah.
it's just, which a lot of it is just kind of that natural marketing, like that word of mouth marketing too. So I'm going to kind of bring it back to the whole branding aspect and like keeping something that's recognizable, because with the Amazon logo that I saw on Thursday Night Football, I knew what the Amazon logo was, right? But TNF, I did not. So it's trying to make, like, in using social media, I'm bouncing around so much right now. Sorry, guys. Stay with me.
She is.
But, like, not knowing what that brand was, what TNF was, because it wasn't marked back to their original brand. So
What are you saying? Like picking a brand and staying consistent with the brand and
staying
always having the
consistent, but
same.
like, even if you have a brand, like somebody that we both just work with, like we just did a rebrand for him, just a little bit. It wasn't a huge one. It was just like a slight change in this, and we came up with a tagline and stuff like that. But even changing it, so if you go to like Starbucks logo has changed many a time. But it's always something that has been recognizable, or that's a timeless original brand that it can slightly shift so that people still know what it is.
Right.
Even from way back when it first came out, people know what it is. Like, it's having something that's not so over the... Do you know what? You don't know what I'm trying to say. I don't even know what I'm trying to say right now.
So lost. I'm just...
My main point is that,
Help us, Dumbledore.
because I'm talking about branding, and then we started going into this whole outfit of how do you reach the masses. I'm lost.
Okay, I'm just going to say real quick of having a strong brand, knowing your brand, and staying on brand, and just whatever
That's what I'm trying to say.
God, and staying true to your brand. Know who you are and who you aren't. Be the Ferrari. And it's like, I now have people that if they're in a parking lot, I have my crown. So my crown logo for Princess Paula. And I have just the crown on my car. No words, nothing. But people see that and they'll come inside wherever I am and they're like, I knew you were here because I saw your crown. Because I'm trying to just build a strong brand where I'm keeping it simple, but I'm putting the same brand on everything, logoing everything. So when people have a brand,
Yes.
keeping that on everything. Because to your
This is why
point,
she's on the podcast.
to your point with Amazon, we can just see that little arrow that I think is very phallic looking. I'm sorry, but every time I look at it, that's all I can think of. It's so disturbing. I want to do a deep dive because I'm wondering if somebody in a marketing meeting was like, but having a brand, the Nike Swish, like you see that brand is so strong. You don't even have to see the words Nike. You see the Swish and it's locked in.
Yes. So thank you. She brought it home for me. So seeing the TNF, I had no idea what that was. Seeing the Amazon logo, I knew what that was. Seeing Paula's crown, I know what that is. Like, having an emblem or something that is recognizable that can be used even without any words, that is something that sticks with people. That is so important.
And when people work with someone
yourself.
like you and they do a rebrand or a branding package,
Yes.
good marketing people that you work with, such as Tarah, and we can always recommend others, that when they come up with a branding package for you, part of your logo is going to be a logo with words, but a logo that can stand alone, that doesn't necessarily have any words, that you can use on t-shirts and cars and all kinds of things, so that you're constantly getting that out there.
Or a stacked logo, horizontal, like when
Yes, like different versions of the
when
logo.
I work with clients, it's having different versions to use in different places. So even for myself, for Dapper Dog, I have different versions of my logo that I use places. I have my one with my dog, because that's the OG. I have one that's just the word mark, that's just Dapper Dog, and that, which is trademarked. I have, well, just because of the podcast and how we've branded the podcast since Paula has her crown, now I have my top hat. It's right there. And now I'm starting to introduce actually another, so it's like which nobody knows about.
She
yet.
has her top hat, folks.
But see, like, it's branded. Like, it's just
branded.
it's branded.
Branded.
And it's got my face on it.
Okay,
So
she's holding up a cup. If you're listening right now, the last couple noises that you just heard the two of us make are going to make absolutely no sense because you can't see me playing with a little brass top hat and she's holding up her cup.
Or look at Paula's cup.
You're branded.
See, this is why. Okay, when Paula goes out to travel and she's in the airport, she has an airport outfit now.
I do. And I just have a second one. Thanks, Andrea. I just dropped it off on your front porch today. I have a second color. That's on brand because my first color wasn't true on brand and I want everything on brand.
Yeah.
So I now have navy.
Nice.
But yeah, okay. I just cut her off because that's what I do. I just cut Tarah off all the time like a rage driver. Yeah, when I'm in the airport, I'm like, don't waste an opportunity. If I'm in an airport traveling for work, I want people to know who I am without being too overt and flashy. So I have an airport outfit where I have my crown on the cuff of my pants and the crown on my shirt, and on my sleeve it says Princess Paula. And it's fun because I've actually texted Andrea before because I've been in an airport and I'm like standing in line in security and people will be like, Princess Paula? And I'll just turn around and go, yes. And they're like, huh, what's that all about? And they'll ask me. And it's just subtle enough. I've had like the ticket taking people, the ticket counter people. What do you call them?
Check-in?
Airline person.
Airline.
When you go to with your ticket at the counter, I feel like I'm playing charades. Sounds like when you go up, hi, I'm here to check in with my bag. Anyway.
See, I normally check in before. Like,
Yeah, but you still have to go bring your suitcase and drop it off.
I don't do suitcases. I don't check a bag.
Okay,
I always
anyway,
just
that's a whole episode. Anyway, I walk up and I'm talking. And they're like, oh, I love your outfit. I love your crown. What's with your crown? I'm like, I'm Princess Paula. I treat everyone like royalty. So I'm always looking for ways to.
See, but that's a conversation starter too. And you just got hats that also have your crown on them.
I do, because thanks to a fun fan who saw a picture of me wearing a hat, which I just started wearing last year for the first time in my life. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
you wear that all the time.
Here's why. It's the only hat I own because my entire life I've never bought a baseball hat because I can't, because I have a big head and it doesn't work with hats. I can't wear hats because it's never worked. And I finally put that one on. I was like, I think I can wear a hat. So that's the only hat I own. Like the only.
Not anymore though.
So someone was like, if you're going to wear a hat, it should be a Princess Paula hat. And I was like, you are correct. And now I got me a Princess Paula hat.
Well, and so going back to the branding. So when you are out, because we also have the client that we both were working with.
Whom shall remain nameless.
For now.
I think they want to sponsor a podcast.
They do.
You might hear about them.
But they, Paula was showing me one of the videos that she's been working with them on social media and stuff. So she showed me one of the videos and I was like, they have to put their logo on that machine.
Yep.
They have to put their logo because that's a subliminal thing. So again, as Paula said earlier, when I saw the Amazon logo down there,
I gotta tell you something.
Subliminal.
Okay, you know what I'm gonna do?
What?
I am. So you hear it here first. I am gonna actually get a tattoo of my crown. It's gonna go.
You've been talking about that.
I'm gonna put it underneath my lovable. It's gonna be like superimposed, and I want the crown because running my business and having Princess Paula is the one thing that's really made me feel valuable and seen and lovable. So I'm gonna brand myself.
Oh my gosh. When you go and do it, we need to record the experience.
No, because I hate tattoos. They hurt. I'll be crying.
Yeah, but I won't get your face. I'll just get your excitement. That needs to be an Are You like experience.
Are you getting a tattoo?
So,
if you're a tattoo parlor and want to sponsor us, and we'll come and do a podcast live while I'm getting tattooed.
Isn't there one right next to Advanced Sportswear?
Okay, yeah, but it's got to be someone we know. I actually know a couple places. Could you imagine if we did a live podcast while I'm getting tattooed? Okay, that... I don't know.
Okay, then I have to get one too.
Yeah. Oh, this could be a thing.
Oh my god.
Stay tuned. See, you guys hear these like thoughtsicles when they happen in real time in the circle of
smartness, scope of smartness.
Scope of smartness. Oh, I got to get our things down.
But you know what? branding is super important. And just as Paula goes out, I have another client, when he goes out and travels, he gets recognized in the most weirdest places. Like, he was in Aruba or something.
Aruba,
like some
Jamaica. Ooh, I wanna take you to Bermuda, Bahama. Come on, pretty mama. Key Largo. I started that really low. Sorry. Jamaica up
when
the Florida
he goes
Keys.
out, like anytime that him and his family go out on a vacation, he just gets recognized. Of course, he's wearing his branded hat, or like he's got like one of his t-shirts on or something like that. So like they see that. But even when I go and travel with them, I wear all of his branded stuff. Like when I go and I am following him around like a little puppy dog, because I'm supposed to be recording him to get content and all that great stuff. But I'm wearing all of his stuff. So people also recognize that in like backpack, hat, t-shirt.
No, that's good. That's how it
like
should be.
Everything. Even my suitcase, my carry-on that I bring is branded to his color. It's all about branding. So here's what I want to say. Because having those branded things are conversation starters.
Aye.
So you know what else is a really great conversation starter?
Yes, merch from Royally Unhinged.
You betcha!
From the merch store. If you can wear that, then you'll be recognized everywhere you go.
And then you'll have Scope of Smartness, and then you'll have our faces on something, and people will be like, who are those people? And you're like, oh, it's a super cool album that came out. And then they're going to go look because our cover thing looks like an album cover.
There you
go. So then they're going to go and look at it, and then you're just going to tell them how great we are.
Like, Dobby is a free elf.
Yes.
All right. That was a good one. Good times.
It took me a hot minute to get
All
to
right,
what
Cindy,
I was
make sure you take a snapshot of where Dumbledore is. But the rest of you that aren't Cindy, you can also try to find where is Dumbledore. Because every episode we hide him somewhere. If you're listening, it's not going to count. It doesn't apply to you.
Just go watch it.
Then go watch football. Tell us who you're cheering for this fall. Better be the Packers.
Who plays today? I don't even know who plays today.
No clue.
I don't know. Anyways, thank you for following along. Please go like and follow and subscribe and all of the things so we can keep doing this for you and give you a Scope of Smartness nonsense that comes out of our mouths. So with that, forever and always, I am one of your coasters, Tarah B, with my other coaster,
Princess P.
And together we are
Royally Unhinged.
Mike Wazowski.
Thanks, friends. Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia.